So hello friends, welcome back to our channel Exam Buddy. Now let's do our assignment for Edge Computing week 3rd assignment 3rd. So the first question is Kubernetes is best described as, so these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says Kubernetes is an open source container orchestration platform. So the answer of our first question is C. And now let's go to our question number 2. The term Kubernetes originates from Greek and means, so these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says Kubernetes is the Greek word for helmsman or captain of a ship. So the answer for our second question is A. And now let's go to our question number 3. Which Kubernetes component is the only one that directly interacts with etcd? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says it should be noted that the only component that talks to etcd directly is the API server. So the answer of our third question is B, API server. And now let's go to our question number 4. In Kubernetes architecture, the workload plane consists of, so these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says on the workload plane or data plane side we have the kubelet, that is a daemon that runs on each worker node. So the answer of our fourth question is D, worker nodes running pods. And now let's go to our question number 5. Which component is responsible for assigning pods to nodes? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says the scheduler is responsible for scheduling pods onto the worker nodes in the cluster. So the answer of our fifth question is C, scheduler. And now let's go to our question number 6. Which component is responsible for routing and load balancing network traffic between pods? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says the kube proxy is a network proxy that runs on each worker node. It is responsible for routing traffic to the correct ports. So the answer of our sixth question is D, proxy. And now let's go to our question number 7. Which benefit of Kubernetes allows applications to automatically restart after failure? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says Kubernetes will ensure that your application continues to provide the service to its user by automatically restarting it. In this case, Kubernetes is a self-healing system. So the answer of our seventh question is B, self-healing. And now let's go to our question number 8. An application has three replicas running across different nodes. Clients should access the application without knowing which pod serves the request. Which Kubernetes component enable this? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says the service API is an abstraction to expose groups of pods over a network. Those replicas are fungible. Frontends do not care which backend they use, while the actual pods that compose the backend set may change. The frontend clients should not need to be aware of that, nor should they need to keep track of the set of backend themselves. So the answer of our eighth question is C, service. And now let's go to our question number 9. A developer wants to change environment specific parameters without rebuilding the container image. Which Kubernetes object should be used? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says a config map allow to decouple environment specific configuration from container images. So the answer of our ninth question is B, config map. And now let's go to our question number 10. A workload is scheduled to a virtual node which then gets converted into an IoT edge deployment and pushed to edge devices. Which Kubernetes extension enable this? So these are the options and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says the virtual kubelet project lets you create a virtual node in your Kubernetes cluster. A virtual node is not a VM like most other nodes in the Kubernetes cluster. Instead, it is an abstraction of a Kubernetes node that is provided by the virtual kubelet. Backing it is an IoT hub. It can schedule workload to it and treat it like any other Kubernetes node. So the answer of our 10th question is A, virtual kubelet. And now submit your answer. So friends, if you want more assignment answer in future, so you have to do one thing, you have to subscribe our channel. So thank you friends for watching our video.